Hi guys, it's Andy from Northwest Snag Surveys. Somewhere down here, you see it there, just there. What a cracking day it is today! Unbelievable! Look at that view. Hey, can anyone even guess where I am? But I'll just give it another little swing around there. Yeah, just over there, down there in the background is good old Liverpool. Right, okay, so just before you get to us, the snag survey, there's a couple of things that you can actually do to pick your developer. And it might sound a little bit odd that. All it is basically, if you before you might have a couple of developers in mind, and that it's always a good thing. You do your research, do your homework. Who's the good ones? Who's the bad ones? Have a look at Trustpilot, etc. But there's a couple of other things that you can do once you've narrowed it down to the actual developer. And one of them, well, there's several things really, but I would suggest maybe the weekend or just during Wednesday midweek, go and visit the site. Just have a little drive round it because there's a few things that you can always pick up and determine whether they are a good developer, whether the site management team are on top of it, how they run the site, how they store materials. Because remember, kitchens, any timber, brickwork, masonry, sills, they've all got to be stored correctly and out of the weather and frost because they will go in, these materials will be used on your new build house. And obviously, you want the best. You don't want something that's been lying out for a couple of months in the mud, and then the joiner comes to fit it, skirting boards, and they're all warped and cracked. And this is where the quality starts to get abused. And then obviously on the snag, this is picked up. So just as a little bit of advice, really, go and see, and just have a look at the health and safety as well on the site, because that'll also tell you an awful lot of how the site's controlled and run. Uh, and if it's a messy site, especially, then obviously the site management team don't really care that much, do they? It's just it's lack of respect as well, because all that material is obviously going into your house. So yeah, there's them things to look out for, and health and safety as well. If people walking around on site, no PPE on, hard hats, high vis jackets. Again, the management team aren't running it properly, so the lads on site will just go, do you know what? No one cares here, so why should we? And it's all them little things that you know go into your house that you don't realise before you actually get in. This is all the background information that you need to know about. And you also need to have some faith in the actual build team, because a lot of the time you only deal with sales, and I'll be honest with you, sales are quite fluffy. They'll tell you anything to get you to sign on that dotted line and get a deposit off you, and they'll show you the show house. Uh, which, bear in mind, a lot of the furniture in a show house is bespoke. It's specially made. It's actually smaller than your normal furniture, so it makes the rooms look bigger. Bear that in mind. So if you do go, just take a tape measure, uh, measure your couch, measure your fridge, measure or any other dining room table, beds even, and then just when you go to the show house, just throw the tape round it and think, wow, won't our furniture won't fit in here. They're just little tips. So yeah, getting back to the sales team, they'll tell you anything you want to hear. You don't actually necessarily meet the construction site team till probably maybe the last week or the last on exchange when you're actually moving in. And then you start to have dealings with the site manager and the snagging team that he's got. Um, and you can always pick up beforehand if his site's run well, then you're going to 9 times out of 10 get a fairly decent job. Obviously, there are going to be issues, and that's where we come in. So again, if you like what I've said so far, I'm just gonna show you a couple of clips of what you should be looking out for on your visit to the building site, and I'll give you some more pointers of how I think it could be better, or improvements that they could make, and things that you need to look at. So if you like what I've said, Northwest Snag Surveys down here, and do the like, subscribe, do everything. Just push it out there. A man's got to eat. Okay, guys, have a fantastic day. And just look at that. Look at that view again. Absolutely superb. Take care. See you guys. Bye. Okay, guys, if you're all living on site, just make sure that it is clean and tidy and they are being respectful while the other developments are going on next door. Just have a look at the site, make sure the lads are wearing PPE and the site's tidy, materials are stored correctly, and they treat the site safe, and there's no materials where they shouldn't be. Again, here's another site, just a little bit of a comparison really. Harris fence up, it's secure, the ground's level, it looks right, and that's probably one of the main things. If it looks right 9 times out of 10, it generally is. Again, just have a look at how materials are being stored, because these will be going inside your house. The painters are going to paint these, the timber, the frames. It's just got to be right. Again, if the lads are wearing PPE, the site's well run. The site management team are looking after it and making things happen, as they should. So it does give you a nice flavour. Again, if the site entrance is clean and tidy, it's always a good general appearance really, and just gives you the sense of there's some pride going on in the job, and that's main thing. It's all about attitude. So yeah, some developers good, some developers bad. Everyone's different, but just do the walk around. Just have a quick look and a quick check of what's going on, and you'll make your own mind up at the end of the day. Okay guys, if you've liked what you've seen so far, I appreciate you staying all the way, watching until the end, and like, subscribe, and do all them things that you're supposed to do, because it's great, isn't it? It keeps us up there, keeps the views going, and we can produce more of this. Thanks again, have a great day.